What's up, guys? Quantrix02 here with another edition of What's New. And what's new is that TLC WWE Table Flyers and Chairs pay-per-view just went off the air, and it was a fantastic pay-per-view. Probably one of the best of the year, up there with pay-per-views like Extreme Rules. Just almost everything was just done perfectly. Every single match was decent. I'm just gonna give you the rundown and the results of everything that happened tonight. Um, so before the pay-per-view started, we started with the YouTube exclusive pre-show matchup, which they also gave away Slammies, WWE.com Slammies, such as Beard of the one was called like Beard of the Year, which Daniel Bryan won. YouTube clip of the year or something like that, where Jerry Lawler won. Stuff like that. Deer of the Year was AJ on WWE.com. Then the actual match was a Santa's Little Helper, or Santa's, what is it? Santa's Little Helper number one contenders match, which was really surprising because the winner of that match was that Naomi, Naomi from NXT and one of Brodus Clay's dancers, one of the Funkadactyls, actually won the match, and she would get a Divas Championship match opportunity later on tonight. So then we kick off the show. In the show, I'm not sure, I don't even remember. Oh, the show started off with the WWE Tag Team Number One Contenders match. It was a tables match between who I like to call the Masked Avengers, Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio, versus Team Rhodes Scholars and St. Damien Sandow and Cody Rhodes. And the match was great. It was a great opener. Saw Sandow show even more aggressive. He's so aggressive, and he showed more of it tonight. Sin Cara, not too many mess ups. Sin Cara did actually really good. And I feel he's learning a lot from Rey Mysterio. So when Rey's ready to pass the torch, Sin Cara's gonna be ready because he's showing up to play in these especially these pay-per-view matches. And it was one hell of a match. The match ended when Sin Cara actually tried to go for a springboard, and Cody Rhodes pushed him out of the ring, and it looked the actual spot looked really dangerous. I'm not sure if Sin Cara's hurt or not. I hope he's not. But the way he fell, he went into, there was two stacked tables, and he dropped and hit the one closer to the entranceway, and his head and his upper shoulder blades actually hit the ground, hit the pavement, not the actual table. So like he was actually could be injured. Nonetheless, Team Rhodes Scholars picked up the victory, and they will be facing Team Hell No in the future for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Then we saw the United States Championship match between Antonio Cesaro and R-Truth, which was possibly the shortest match of the night, right beside the actual Divas match. It was about 7 to 8 minutes. Nonetheless, it was pretty good. We saw, go back for both Cesaro and Truth hit most of their, moves and everything. The ending was really quick though. It was really fast. Like Cesaro hit a European uppercut to the back of Truth, and then he hit the neutralizer, and he picked him up really fast and slammed him. After that, he won, and that was pretty much the end. And then Matt Striker tried to get in the ring and have an interview with Cesaro, but he wouldn't have it. He pretty much says why he is the best, and why US stinks, and getting that heel heat was pretty good. I really feel that Cesaro is going to be one of the top dogs within the next couple of years. For what it was a good match. It wasn't a bad match. It was short. After that, we had a fantastic match between Wade Barrett and Kofi Kingston over the Intercontinental Championship, which was really good. A lot of, like I said, both, just like in the United States Championship match, both stars hit pretty much all the maneuvers. Not really that special, but Kofi showing the athleticism. He did like a lot of cool things. Like he like suicide dive inside of the ring. It's really really awesome what he did. And well, the ending was Wade Barrett going for the bullhammer, his bullhammer finisher. But when he spent out the actually hit him with the elbow, Kofi actually countered into the Trouble in Paradise and actually retained the championship. So Kofi Kingston still your Intercontinental champion. After that, I believe it was a segment. The Miz came out, which was surprising to me. I didn't expect to see the Miz tonight, but he came out and did Miz TV. He invited 3MB, which is Heath Slater, Drew McIntyre, and Jinder Mahal out, and pretty much talked junked about him, talked down to him, and this. I didn't expect this. I didn't expect that promo to take the way to go the way that it did. They actually, for some reason, they started bashing the Spanish announcers, saying they don't talk, they don't talk, English, whatever it is they call it, American. You guys need to talk American. Start bullying them. They started bullying the Spanish announce team. So then Ricardo Rodriguez came out, and he's trying to protect, I guess his fellow Mexican, and they started beating down on Ricardo. Then out of nowhere, here comes what's his name? Alberto Del Rio. Here comes Alberto out there. So I guess this was his face turn. I'm guessing. So he came out there and protected his buddy Ricardo. Put out there, came out there with guns ablazing, beating out all three members of 3MB. For me, that's like the quickest, the quickest face turn I've ever seen right there. Just pretty simple, nothing too crazy. It wasn't no build up; it just happened. But nonetheless, maybe this is a good thing, as like I said, like I always say all the time. But I'm not the biggest Alberto Del Rio fan. I'm not really a fan of him. But maybe this face turn would change my mind. So we're getting back on the subject. Let's see who came out. Oh yeah, then the Miz started fighting. Miz started fighting. Then they made it. 3MB challenged them to a match, which they will have where Miz and Del Rio will be able to pick their tag team partner. So that was later in the night. That was before the main event. After that, we had the I believe it was the Divas title match. Yeah. No, it wasn't. It was time for the TLC match between the Shield and Kane, Daniel Bryan, and Ryback. And my God, guys, this was a fight. This was the match. This was a fight. This had to be possibly one of the best table flyers and chairs matches in the last 3 or 4 years. I'm telling you. This was so crazy. This is probably the best way to make a debut for some brand new superstars and establish them as, badass. This was the way to do it. Because all 6 men, these guys kicked each other's asses. Wow. The stuff that they did in that matchup was crazy. Like, I'm just going to name some of the spots. Like, Seth Rollins had he curb stomped Daniel Bryan into the chair. They took the table and put it on the top of the turnbuckle and did like a suplex of Daniel Bryan off of it. Tried to do the same thing. Kane jumped off that table. They did the power bomb to Ryback through the table. What's his name? Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns actually speared Kane through the actual the barricade. And the biggest spot of the match. Before I get that, Ryback double suplex 2 of the guys from Shield. That was really, really crazy too. And these guys would not stay down. They just take beating after beating with these chairs, these ladders, these tables, everything. But the the match was like Seth Rollins was going up. They had Ryback on the table. He was going to go up and do like a splash or something. But Ryback got up and chucked him this really really huge ladder, like the biggest ladder I ever seen. Threw him off of it into like 3-4 tables. Insane. And Ryback was so hurt that he couldn't get to the ring to help Daniel Bryan. So Roman Reigns actually got the victory after the power bomb that he took from the top rope. So nonetheless, that match was. If you're gonna watch any match on this pay-per-view, Go back and watch that one. It was worth it. This match was top notch, 5 stars, insane. If you want, like I said, you want to make a debut a superstar, WWE did this match right here the right way for this team, for this Shield. Now we know that these guys are nothing to mess with. These guys are total badasses. That's what you have to do. Good job WWE on that one. Then it was the Divas match. Pretty 6 minute match. It was pretty good, and Naomi showed that she can do some stuff. She's really impressive. I actually wish now that Naomi would have won NXT instead of Caitlyn, because she is really athletic. Some of the stuff she did, with the time that she had, it was pretty good. Nonetheless, Eve Torres walked out with the championship once again, but hopefully it's not the last that we've seen of Naomi. Hopefully she's ready to embark on her own journey outside of the Funkadactyls and Brodus Clay. And then we had the Big Show, the World Heavyweight Championship match between the Big Show and Sheamus. This match was pretty good, but the thing is, they've gone three matches since then. Before this one, so it's hard to keep finding new innovative things to do for these guys. Not saying that the match was bad, but after you've seen it for a couple of times, it kind of gets hard to still enjoy it. But they had the chairs and they did what they could. There's a lot of cool spots. There's a few cool spots in there. But the ending was Sheamus went for the bro kick. His leg got cut up on the top rope and Big Show KO punched him. He kicked out of that. Big Show went under the apron and got this the biggest chair I've ever seen. And anybody notice that Big Show always gets his own Big Show size stuff? He's had a Big Show ladder and a Big Show table, and he had a Big Show chair that was freaking huge. And he smacked Sheamus with it and pinned him. That was a pretty good ending for what it was. Yeah, so there you go, Big Show. Retains the World Heavyweight Championship. So there you go, right there with TLC. There in this pay-per-view, there were no title changes, which is expected. They're maybe going to save that for the Royal Rumble. After that, I believe it was a promo cut by CM Punk. Pretty much burying Brooklyn, talking bad about Brooklyn and all that stuff. It was pretty much the CM Punkish pay. He had a really cool T-shirt that I want to get that said "knees to the faces," pretty much like the boots to asses shirt by The Rock. I kind of want to get that. It's pretty tight. Then there was the 3-man band match. The tag team partner was Brooklyn Brawler. It ended up being Brooklyn Brawler, which makes sense because they're in the new Brooklyn arena. So they brought on the Brooklyn Brawler. It's a pretty alright match. It was pretty good for what it was. And what was it? Who was it? Miz hit the slow question finale on Jinder Mahal. Then Brooklyn Brawler put him in the Brooklyn Crab, and he tapped out. So there you go. Brooklyn Brawler gets his 5 minutes of fame right there. There you go. There you go, Brick Brawler. There you go. Anyway, on to the main event of the evening, which says on paper that John Cena versus Dolph Ziggler in a ladder match for the Money in the Bank briefcase. But in reality, this was a TLC match. They might as well just made it 2 TLC matches and just threw the ladder match out of it, because that's pretty much what it was. It was a really good match between all these guys against these two. Dolph Ziggler once again being the show off that he is, putting on a show. John Cena, did some pretty innovative stuff. It's the first time I ever seen John Cena hit a Hurricane Rana. He actually hit a Hurricane Rana on Dolph Ziggler in the match. He picked up Ziggler on the ladder and was going to AA him outside of the ring. It was some pretty crazy stuff. I got to give it to Cena. In the end, Vicky came out with a chair and was going to hit Cena, but then AJ came out, took the chair away, and hit the vintage John Cena stuff with the 5-knuckle shuffle. And then Cena was getting ready to climb the ladder, and AJ screwed John Cena over. Oh my God! No, I saw that coming. Anyway, Ziggler ended up retaining the Money in the Bank, so he's still the Money in the Bank winner. So there you go, guys. That's TLC right there. Amazing show. I'll give that thing 4.5 stars because that's how good it was. And you know what? If you haven't watched it, order it right now. It was really worth it. Anyway, as I'm Quantrix and Quantrix02 with What's New, and I'm out. Subscribe, comment, rate, stay gold. See ya.